Hello and thanks for stopping by. Today I want to talk about a group of people who really have gone too far. Insulate Britain really do take the biscuit for insane protest. Latest reports say that they're now just wandering onto the M25 and seem determined to be the cause of fatal accidents. Sadly and unbelievably, the most arrogant people ever to protest. These people are arrogant because they have determined that what they have learned is unquestionable, it is, apparently, unchallengeable Holy Writ. The reams of publications, thousands of video clips, and hundreds of scientists that challenge the holy orders handed down from the likes of the United Nations and the mega-rich are to be utterly ignored. Instead, we are to panic, and we have to be terrified.
So my perspective on climate change is, number one, I'm not a climatologist, but accepting the IPCC reports, you have to take into account the fact that modeling has been wrong for 20 to 30 years. It's always been overestimating the amount of climate change that's actually taken place. But virtually every reputable scientist, including folks who are called skeptics, believe that the climate is warming. There's an argument about as to how much.
And we have to worship at the altar of globalist warming, even if that means they have to kill you or die themselves. This scam just got serious. The mentally challenged who do not know how to research and draw their own conclusions have not only joined this cult, but are willing to die for it, as long as they can take you with them, of course.
100 years ago, weather-related disasters killed 500,000 people a year. Today, it's 20,000 a year. A reduction of 95%. It does not lead to a death of billions. I mean, aren't you scaring people with this rhetoric, aren't you?
The mainstream media, particularly the likes of the BBC, have been cheerleading this cult for so long it has become mainstream thought. The global elites love that. They're making bundles of money, and the horrible costs involved in abandoning petrol cars, paying the huge extras for inefficient wind farms, forced diet changes, and the rest of the hysterical nonsense doesn't apply to them. They can still fly about their world in their private jets.
These three clowns, all of them wearing Extinction Rebellion badges to support the cause, Stephen Fry. Do you think his eco-awareness began before or after he took a big fat cheque to front an ad for Heathrow Airport?
Now that you've landed at Heathrow, let me be the first to welcome you to this happy island we call home.
Buy the big flash car collections of petrol-headed stuff and eat at any fancy restaurant that's still open. The media, who long ago abandoned truth, honesty, facts and accuracy, don't care, because they love sensationalism.
100 years ago, weather-related disasters killed 500,000 people a year. Today, it's 20,000 a year. A reduction of 95%. It does not lead to a death of billions. I mean, aren't you scaring people with this rhetoric, aren't you?
It sells. Keep the punters scared. Meanwhile, these hysterical, inarticulate, whining fascists continue to try and dictate how we should think. Enough! Obstruction is a nuisance contrary to common law, and the law permits the abatement of an obstruction of such a nuisance. This common law right is expressly preserved by the Highways Act 1980, HIA 1980. The right at common law is to remove a physical obstruction. So blocking the Queen's highway is still an offence, and clearly injunctions are next to useless. Our police, who work for us, not for any woke leadership, should start arresting, charging and jailing those nasty little dictators and who start thinking that they are entitled to destroy other people's lives. It's enough. It needs to finish, and it needs to finish now. Thank you for listening. Please, if you enjoy my contributions to the debate, please think about liking, commenting, or better still, subscribing. Bye for now.